Peter with BibleMoneyMatters.com, talking today about why you want to become rich. I get a lot of search queries on this site for topics like how to become a millionaire, habits of a millionaire, how to become rich, I want to be rich, those types of things. And just from those searches alone, it really kind of opens my eyes just how many people out there really do want to become rich. It's not really that surprising, I suppose, because being rich really kind of carries with it kind of a status symbol type thing. People think you're successful, think you're smart, all sorts of things go along with having that label of being rich. The question is, what are people's reasons for wanting to become rich? Have they ever really thought out the proposition of being rich? Have they thought out why they would need all that money? To start with, I think a lot of people just start with that proposition, I want to be rich. And from there, they start searching for high-paying careers, ways to make money. They go to college at expensive schools, all with the efforts of trying to become wealthy. But the problem is, I think a lot of those people really don't ever think about why they want to become rich and what they're going to do once they become rich. So, the question is, why do you want to be rich? Why do you want to be wealthy? Is it because you want to be able to enjoy the finer things in life? You want to have a nice car, a nice mansion to live in? Do you want to travel to far-off lands or meet new types of people? Maybe you want to be able to give to others and start a foundation that helps people in foreign countries or right in your own hometown. You just want to be able to give more to your local church. There are a variety of reasons to want to become wealthy. But I think it's an important exercise to actually think about why you want to become wealthy and figure out if that's really something you want to do or sacrifice your time and effort to do. I have one Bible verse here that talks about the pursuit of being wealthy and of being rich. It's Ecclesiastes 5:10. It says, "Whoever loves money never has enough. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. This too is meaningless." For me as a Christian, I think it's important that we step aside and kind of think about the pursuit of wealth and if it's really such a good thing for us to be doing. It really can take the place of God in our lives and become kind of an idol or a counterfeit God. And when we have that wealth, it can mean that, hey, I don't need to rely on God because I've got all this money. I really don't need God. And that's part of the reason why I think why God said it was harder for a man who was wealthy to get into the kingdom of God than to get through the eye, for a camel to get through the eye of a needle. But in any event, I think what people do, a lot of people, is they just actually set up wealth as their actual end-all goal. They don't have other goals that they want to achieve because of wealth. They just say, I just want to be wealthy. That is my goal. The problem with all that and with wealth being your goal is that far too often wealth and riches are just temporary. Another verse that I found, Proverbs 23:4-5. Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Do not trust your own cleverness. Cast but a glance at riches, and they are gone, for they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. To me, I think money is just a tool, something to use to further our other goals. Being happy is a decision that happens regardless of whether you're rich or not. And having wealth and having riches isn't going to make you happy in the long run. Sure, it can buy some fleeting happiness or some fun, but it's not going to buy you happiness in the long run. So an important thing to do, I think, if you're looking to grow wealth and be rich, is to really set goals and expectations for your wealth, to think about what you want that wealth to actually do for you. My goals personally for my wealth that I'm hoping to build is, first of all, to just provide for my family. I want to be able to have a nice house and a nice place to live for my family, be able to drive paid-for cars, not necessarily that are new cars or anything like that, but just cars that'll get us from point A to point B. I want to be able to give more, first of all, to our church and also to other causes that we believe in. Local food shelves are pretty close to my heart because my father worked at one for many years. But just a lot of local groups and causes that we'd love to give to. That's another thing we would love to do if we were richer, if we had wealth. Another thing, I just want to be able to provide freedom and peace of mind for my family, that we don't have to worry about if we're going to be able to pay for groceries or for the mortgage or just everyday things. Just don't want to have to worry about those things. And finally, we do want to be able to have the ability to enjoy travel and more family time, just because we won't have to work as much. So those are some of my goals for how we would use our wealth and what we'd want to do with money if we reach some of those goals. But again, it's important to set goals for your wealth, not just to have being rich as your goal. And it's also important to make sure that you're focusing on the things that are truly important and not riches, things, and money, and instead your faith, your family, your health, and other things like that. So love to hear your comments here on YouTube or on the post where this is embedded. Leave a comment below. Thanks.